在1300万的人口中间，坐落着一座山。
很难想象我们要去的山是被这些高楼大厦环绕着的。我们不知道大城市里面的山会是什么样子的，我们正在走进去，但是从这儿来看，应该是开发的非常好的，看起来像一个公园一样。没有想到还有这种小野路。
People have asked us before why we choose to live outside in a rural area in a village and not in a city, and it's because of this.
我以前也在大城市生活和工作过，但是现在我不想再选择回去的原因是因为我是晕车体质，我不喜欢坐车坐交通工具，所有的交通工具我都不喜欢坐。如果我现在在小地方的话，那我就不需要有这些困扰。
We had to travel an hour in public transport to get here. We had to pay for a ticket to enter it. In Yangshuo, I can drive my own scooter to get there. Some of them are like 5 minutes away. You know, it's just not really the same.
我不喜欢把我的时间浪费在一些我认为没有意义的事情上，比如说坐地铁、坐公交车，每天3-4个小时。如果我在小地方的话，那我就可以把我的时间浪费在我认为有意义的事情上，即便是浪费时间，也是我觉得我舒服的。
Even though big city life might have things that village life doesn't, like more choice of pizza or, you know, more choice of restaurants in general, I think for me, like, the thing that makes me feel most alive is going out and walking and being in nature and, like, swimming in rivers and going rock climbing. You know, like, you can't do that in a big city. It's just impossible.
如果你选择了某一个特定的种类的工作的话，那你很可能只能去大城市，因为你在别的地方会比较困难。但现在我的工作不需要我一定去大城市发展，所以我还是比较享受目前这个状态的。这就是在去开发过的山里的好处，你可以买到冰棍儿，野山就没有这个好处。我也是一个比较喜欢大自然的人，在大城市里面的话，虽然也有，但是很少，而且很难去找到。然后在小地方的话，小镇还有农村，会非常的容易找到。你出门可能就是自然之类的。
I think maybe the number one reason for me wanting to live outside of the city as well is the people, because, and I don't think it's like the people in city aren't as friendly as the people in a rural environment. I think it's just the lifestyle. People are doing things they don't want to do a lot more in the city, or they have a lot less time for themselves in the city because they have a lot more other pressures, and therefore they don't have as much time for you. And there's also just people like around you all the time. But in rural life, especially in Yangshuo, you know, everyone is super smiley. Everyone's happy to sit down and just talk for a while in the sun, relax. It's a totally different kind of environment. It's beautiful.
这种生活，久了之后就感觉很难回去了，很难回去到城市的生活。这个树我不确定是不是榕树，但是看起来应该是榕树。桂林有很多很多这种树，然后这个柱子看起来像人工的，对不对？但其实它就是气生根，它那个须，然后往下面慢慢的往下面够，一旦够到地，它就会扎稳根，然后就会开始长得又粗又壮。就像是一个独立的树桩出来了一样，其实就是其中的一个气生根而已。好，我们付过钱了，还要付吗？
去那边一起买可以。
Crazy。上来之后发现我们的四周全是，而且你都看不到头。广州好大呀！
真好大. As far as we can see, is city, is developed metropolis.
对，这个面积我是没有想到，就是我用眼睛可以看到的这个面积，真的没有想到会有这么大。
It's like an oasis in the middle of all the city.
刚刚登顶那一刻，我还在想。就是在广州生活了很多年的人，但是可能没有来过这里的人，他们甚至都没有见过广州真正是什么样子。
对。
如果来到这里的话，你才能够看到广州原来这样子呀。
You can really see what the world is like when you're up here. If I had to live in a city, I would choose somewhere like Guangzhou, so at least you have the mountain when you need it. And you need to just get away from everything. But yeah, it's not enough. It's just not the same. It's like the other way around in Yangshuo, you know. It's like this amount of the mountain is the city, and then the rest is all mountains.